Hello everyone, it's Iselina from Vintage Gaudi. Welcome back to another video on my YouTube channel and welcome back to the Advent Calendar video series. Today is day number 8, the 8th of December, and well, let's choose a topic for today's video, a spontaneous topic. So we got still a lot left, there's still some topics in there, so let's pick the one for today. What will it be? Any guesses? Ponies. We didn't have any ponies yet. And we didn't have anything else in particular from Barbie. I just picked randomly the 70s, almost in a row. So 60s, 80s, 90s, 2000s Barbies, more Polly Pockets. What will it be for today? So you can still see I'm not cheating. So this is also for me a surprise. Each day is a surprise for me as well. So let's pick one. Let's get this one here. Yes. Right. So what is it? Oh. Okay, it's 60s Barbies. What is it? 60s swirl ponytail plus bubble cut Barbies. Okay, this is a nice one. I'm happy for it. So you must know that I don't have a huge collection of 60s and 70s Barbies. So my main collection is 80s and 90s. That is also because I found the most 80s and 90s Barbies and not so often 60s and 70s Barbies. And the 60s swirl ponytail Barbie I have found at a flea market for a really good price, and I'm so happy that I have found a 60s Barbie doll at a flea market. And the bubble cup Barbie I bought at Beate's Think Pink event. So yeah, I'm super happy for those additions to my collection, to have some 60s varieties in my collection. So now let's pick the girls and let's do the video. These are the dolls from door number 8 from the Advent Calendar video series. 60s nostalgia, 60s iconic dolls. The reason why I wanted to show you actually these 60s dolls, well, I don't have many of the 60s dolls, so thinking the ones that I have, I kind of want to show you in a video. And we got here 2 bubble cup Barbies and 1 swirl ponytail Barbie. The reason why I choose the topic to do swirl ponytail and bubble cut is actually because I don't own any vintage regular ponytail Barbies from back in the day. I have never come across a vintage one. I do own a reproduction, but since I wanted to show you my original 60s dolls, I cannot show you any ponytails, any regular ponytails, but I do have a swirl ponytail Barbie, and I'm thinking that matches perfectly with the bubble cup Barbie because they go a little bit side by side, right? So they had a time where they were released at the same, so they were released at the same time sometimes. So that is what I was thinking. So they have some time history stamps overlapping, and I was thinking, well, let's do a video with those that I at least have, and that is bubble cut and swirl ponytail. I don't also have much information about these 60s and 70s dolls because still, I mention it, I don't find them very often. They are really rare to come across in second-hand flea markets. So that is, my knowledge is not really strong in those type of era from Barbie, but I researched some points, etc., which I will want to mention in this video as well. So I would say we are starting first. Let's go with the middle one. Let's go with the swirl ponytail Barbie. This is actually a Barbie that I have found at a flea market for a really good price, and I'm so happy that I found her. I mean, she's my very first ponytail Barbie from back then in time, and she's the swirl ponytail Barbie, which is also a little bit special because I think swirl ponytail Barbies are a little bit sought after in the Barbie community than the regular ponytail Barbies. So that is also really great, and that I found her in Switzerland, which makes it more amazing for me. Well, this is actually, I would say 1963 or 64 swirl ponytail Barbie. In the Swirl Ponytail Barbie was released first in 1963 over the sea, so like in US and so on. But it makes it, or she came over the sea in 1964. So since I found her in Switzerland, I believe she's a 1964 release, an European release from the Swirl Ponytail Barbies. Often these dolls from back then, from the 60s and so on, they suffer from the green ears, which is caused by the metal earrings that were placed in the dolls. I got luck because on this side you cannot see almost any green ears. So this earring was really good that it was not really stuck on her and could cause these green ears. And this side is also not so bad. We got slightly green ears a little bit, but it is not so bad, and that I'm really happy for. Of course, when I found her, I immediately took off the earrings so the damage would be not any getting any worse, but I'm happy that she does not have these bright, really greenish spots. That is amazing. So I'm super happy for that. And yeah, originally the Swirl Ponytail Barbie came with ponytail and a yellow ribbon in her hair. So usually she had this ponytail, and down here was a yellow ribbon. So she got like this swirl thing, curve thing, lock piece in there. Unfortunately, that ribbon is missing, and I did not recreate that swirl that she once had. So yes, I did this hairstyle. She didn't had the hairstyle from back then, so I recreated with this side lock and kind of tried to place it in a ponytail. So it is not professional. It is the best I could do. So yeah, that is why she does not have a ribbon. And also, what is with the Swirl Ponytail Barbies, she got streaks of hair that are longer than the other ones. So that means it was not cut, she was released like this. Also, Swirl Ponytail Barbie, if you do not cover the ponytail really well, she is bald underneath. So she got just rooted around the forehead and the neckline, but here, this part here is bald, which means if you have a doll, you took her out of the box and you kind of want to play, and as a child you think, oh, I want to do another hairstyle, and you take off her original hairstyle, you end up with a bald doll with just rooting here in the front, but in the back there is nothing. So recreating that hairstyle was actually really a challenge to get all the hair so nice that you cannot see that she's bald underneath. So I'm happy with my results. Of course, I think some professionals could do it really better, but I'm happy for me because I'm not a hairstylist, I'm not a professional in restoring Barbies, especially not this type of doll, because she's not the area that I find the most. So I'm happy how she turned out. But well, yes, that is a little bit the story about the Swirl Ponytail Barbie. I also found her with her box. But I don't show you the box here. I think that's a little bit boring. But on the box itself, besides the box number, etc., it says ponytail blonde. It does not say swirl ponytail. It just says ponytail blonde. And also something really interesting is this doll, the Swirl Ponytail Barbie, was released with many different hair colors, many different shades of lipstick, but also these lipsticks and the hair colors could kind of change over the time. So there were, I think, 5 or 6 main hair colors released, but in between there's the whole variety of shades, because sometimes oxidation or sun discoloring and so on could cause another hair color, which makes her quite a variety. Also, a cool thing is basically her lipstick does match her nail polish. So we got here this really strong red nail polish, and that is also what she got her on her lips. Of course, the lips have faded a little bit, but still you can see she has this, or once had, a really strong red lipstick. There was also a blonde, or not a blonde, but a platinum blonde version released of the Swirl Ponytail with super white lips. So you can see the matches either way, the hair or the nail polish, which is kind of really cool. She was also released in many different versions. The one that is the most common is with this red bathing suit or swimsuit, but also there have been later releases where she was wearing Fashion Queen Barbie's dress, this golden and white striped dress, but as a swirl ponytail, and she was also released with bendable legs. So she had many releases, so she was actually kind of recycled. But this version here is like the early versions, I would say 1963 in the US or 1964 in Europe. And she is on the Mitch body, or Mitch and Barbie body actually. Let me see here. So that is the body type that she has, and no bendable legs, so straight legs, as the 60s dolls came. So that is the story about my wonderful swirl ponytail, found at the flea market in Zurich for a really, really good price, got restored, and has her original swimsuit, which I'm so happy for. And then she can join my collection. So I didn't inventory her yet, so she's waiting for her number, and then I can place her into the display with my 60s dolls, which is amazing. So Swirl Ponytail Barbie, a really great find. I'm so happy to have her in my collection. Now, I mentioned they got a little bit overlapping in history. So what I think Swirl Ponytail Barbie with the red swimsuit was like 1963, 64, but they could also have been a little bit later releases. However, Bubble Cut Barbie was first released in 1961, which should a little bit give Barbie a new look. So we got Barbie, the first one, the ponytail Barbie from 1959, and that doll was, I think, existing till the mid to late 60s. So the regular swirl ponytail with the bangs in the front. And I think they wanted to do a little bit of variety of Barbies, and also to be in the market as a fashion doll. And fashion dolls have to look what is happening in the fashion world. And so the bubble cut hairstyle came into the game. First releases of the bubble cut Barbies was from 1961, but she was released till 1967. So she had quite a few years in which she was released. She got different hair colors as well. I am lucky enough to own two of the hair colors. I got the blonde one, and I got like an red hair version of it, so that is really nice. But also, as same as the swirl ponytail, there were many hair colors released, and sometimes they oxidized and got sun faded and whatever, so you got a whole bunch of shades of different hair colors from the ponytail, from the bubble cut as well. The bubble cut, there are some rumors that she got inspired by actually Jacqueline Kennedy, so Jackie Kennedy. So I think they kind of looked at her because she was really popular first lady. I mean, she was really, really, on stage actually. Everyone knew who she is, how she looks. And so she had also to be fashionable. And I think a lot of Barbies were also inspired by celebrities. I cannot name them all. So yeah, we got these two with a little bit inspired by Jackie Kennedy's fashion. So and appearance. And now I want to show you these dolls. Basically, yeah, the same. I got this one here specifically from CJ Dolls, and that is so amazing. I don't have I don't have many 60s dolls, and whenever I get one, I find one, or I could trade one. That is so amazing. So thank you so much, CJ, for this stunning doll. She's wearing her original swimsuit. I got her already inventoried. She is the number 9 from the 60s, which means she is bubble cut from 1963. A little bit later on, as she was originally released. Also, the bubble cuts had some versions. In, I think, about 1965 and later release of the bubble cut, they were also released the side part of the bubble cut. So her hair was styled a little bit different. So there were many releases and different varieties. But she's wearing her original swimsuit, 1963 bubble cut with the brownish, reddish hair. So really nice, and she looks so stunning. Also, a lot of these 60s dolls do have the problem that their faces get these glands, get sticky, so they look like they got something, like they got soaked into syrup or something like that. So that is not the case. That is caused by the plastic. So with over the time, the plastic kind of the ingredients of it degrading or so, and then the plastic turns this sticky-ish. You can remove it, but you cannot, I think, not permanently remove it. You can just hope for the best, but at a point it will come back. So that is always dependable on the plastic, and I think you can see a little bit then on her. but she is in really great condition. She has no stickiness in her face, which is amazing. She has also super light lipsticks, which also she got different varieties of lipsticks, not always matching to the nail polish. So she has, like, for example, more red nail polish, but she got the white lipstick. Also the same as the swirl ponytail, a whole bunch of shades of lipsticks. Some were on purpose and some were caused throughout the years with yeah, kind of sunlight, etc., and so on. So really nice doll. She got still the side eye, which I totally love. I think yes, swirl ponytail Barbie does also have the side eye, which I think is amazing. And yeah, they almost share the same swimsuit. I think they are absolutely the same swimsuit. So nice find. Happy for this bubble cut as a gift from CJ Dolls. Also, by the way, on YouTube, CJ Dolls, you have to go and check him out. Then another bubble cut Barbie that I have in my collection is this wonderful doll. I think I bought her at the Think Pink Barbie event because I always wanted to have a bubble cut Barbie and I never found one. So this is my very first bubble cut Barbie, originally from the 60s in my collection. She is the number 60.6, which means she is, yeah, from the 60s, somewhat from 63 till 65, something like that, I believe. Yeah, and she's the blonde version. So I do have the red hair and the blonde version, which is amazing. Also, she got the side eye, which is pretty good and nice. And here you can see, like, in the inner circle of the eyes, you see this shininess, which is that what I meant with the plastic, that the liquid and so on got into the plastic. Unfortunately, she does have a little bit of green ears, while actually this doll here does not have any, which I'm so grateful for. So that is amazing. And this one has just on one side a little bit of the green ears. So basically on this side. Hearing wise, you can see there's some, eventually I'm not sure, you can see some little pieces hanging in there. So they're basically plastic pieces. So I think at a point her original earrings got removed and placed in there with plastic earrings. And once I took her home, the pearl of these plastic earrings kind of fall off. So it is just the remaining of the little plastic stripe in there, and I can't take it off. So I don't know how they placed it in there, but I can't take it off. I've tried, but they were stuck in there. Since it is plastic, I'm not worried about that it will cause any problems. So I leave it in there. So yeah, that's it. Also, she has a more lighter nude tone to her lips, which is perfectly matching actually her hair color. Also red nail polish, super nice. And also the toes are painted with the same nail polish. Let me just check actually. I think she should also have this reddish nail polish, but it is gone. Also, this doll here has this greenish on it. It is not mold or anything like that, so it is basically something soaking there. So I believe she was once worn with a greenish fashion that got wet at the point and it soaked into the plastic. And she does also have the painted feet, painted feet with the same nail polish. For her, I don't have her original outfit. I believe she should also come with a red bathing suit, but I placed her actually in this dress from 1963, the busy morning dress. It is a similar version to the 1959 Suburban Shopper, which was in blue, and I do have the Suburban Shopper fashion. I got that one as well from Love Sky Painter, who bought it for me for my birthday. So once I do have all my dolls inventory, etc. and so on, I believe I will place then one doll in the Suburban Shopper fashion and this bubble cut will stay in this fashion, so I can place them side by side, and I think that looks really cool. I have a Midge doll which is actually came naked, so I will say I think I will place Midge doll in this Suburban Shopper fashion, and then that looks good. To the fashion itself, really nice, super fabric, excellent quality, comes with this basket with some fruits in there, and also has this hat which you can basically stack on them. It is not holding so good in the bubble cup, but I think in a ponytail would hold perfectly in place. And some matching shoes. Not sure if it's complete or not, but that is what I have, and I think it looks so pretty. To the bubble cut Barbie from the 60s. So far, that's are the informations that I got for you from these dolls. A little shorter video, but I wanted to show you also some 60s dolls in my collection, some originals and not reproductions. So I hope you like this video. If you have many more informations or so, then please write me down in the comment section down below, and I hope you like this video. And we will see us tomorrow with door number 9. And oh, a question for you. Do you own any of the swirl ponytails? Do you own any of the bubble cuts? Or are you planning on getting some of them? Write me down in the comment section down below. And we'll see us tomorrow with door number 9. Bye!